Iceberg Orders, big block orders. I'm going to show you how we find these stocks, how to get in, how to get out, all that good stuff. I'm also going to quiz you, and we're going to go over a couple of things with you and test you on it, and see how some of you guys are going to come up with the answers to the questions that we have to see if we're really qualified to do this. So we're going to just jump right into it and get right into it. Now, we're probably going to go for about an hour. We're probably going to go for about an hour here, and we're going to start talking a little bit about how to find these stocks, how they move in the market, and all that good stuff. So if you have any questions, like I said, try to keep them to a minimum, because I don't want to be here for 2-3 hours and lose the attention span of all of us. But before we get started, a quick little risk disclosure. Just remember, please, this is no guarantees. I'm not making any warranties or any suggestions of profits or anything else. You could lose all your money and more of that. I tell everybody that this is a very, everything is risky in life, including this. So please be smart before you invest. Now, these are the things that we're going to be learning today. We're going to talk about the 3 simple rules of trading smarter, not harder. We're also going to talk about how to follow the big money flow in day trading and also in swing trading. How to grow small accounts to make them a more bigger account. And strategically, you could do it in a swing trade. So no matter how we day trade, you could do it in a swing trade account, and also how to connect the dots between well-rounded traders so you know how to work with different traders, because I'm going to invite everybody at the end of this presentation to come and join my trading room and see if everything that we talk about actually does work, because that's what it's all about, and it's all going to be live. Now, before we have a move on, just a quick question. Do you feel you guys are missing opportunities? You know, you're entering stocks a little too late, you know, when it comes into a trade, like, I wish I got that trade. I don't know why I missed it. Anyone have that problem? I know it's a stupid question, right? So why not type in yes, right? Of course. Next question. Do you wish you could consistently see the future of the market? Wait a minute. The future? You could actually see the future? Yes, I'm going to show you that. Where most of you are seeing the past, which is you're using indicators. The future is seeing where the smart money is and where they have their limit orders out in the future. We're going to talk about that. So if you answered yes to all these questions, of any of these questions, you guess what? You're in the right place, all right? So that's what it's all about. Now, that's the good news. So let's talk about some stocks and see what's happening. You obviously seen with the market, you know, with the ups and the downs and the crashes and the financial crisis and the COVID crisis and the 9/11, you know, there's always opportunities, and unfortunately, catastrophes do make those opportunities for us. So we want to know exactly how to manage them and monetize them, because there are things that go up and down. You just got to know how to play the game. Like, for example, this one stock that we traded, PGY. I don't know if you saw this stock just on the last couple of days. Where is it today? This thing was moving unbelievable. PGY. Yeah, PGY ran all the way to $25. This stock right here, let me just bring up an intraday chart. This stock right here ran from the 19th, ran from $2.50 all the way up to $25. You can go look at our Twitter, our YouTube, these stocks that we're trading, and that's just only one of several. But not only they become good day trades, they become good swing trades. REV, another stock. Look at this, $4 stock up to $7 in a few hours over the course of the day. TBLT, never heard of the stock. What the hell is it? Who freaking cares? Okay, excuse my language, but really, who cares? Stock goes from $6 to $9. How do you find these stocks? What's making them going up? It's all about following the money. And it's also about knowing where to get in and where to get out. Because what you need to understand is who is making these things go up, who's making them go down. And that's what I'm going to be teaching you and today. And you got to understand, this works with every single stock that you trade. Even like seeing how Bank of America, hold on, let me get my little pointer right here so you guys can follow along. There we go. Even like when you have a stock like Bank of America, and you see how the stock goes from here and it comes back down, hits the support levels, and then all of a sudden things shoot straight up. Why did it go up from there? And why did it go down from here? These are the things we're going to focus on. So How does Fausto know which stocks to trade? That's the easy part. You know what the hardest part about trading is? Not being greedy and being disciplined to take those profits. But all we need to do is follow the big money. Everything that most of you here are not doing. Okay. Now let's just think about this for 1 second. And it's a question for all of you. What is it worth to you if I was to tell you that I could show you where over 70 to 80% of where all the buyers and sellers are in the stock that you're trading? How much better trades you would make and save money on losers? A lot, right? Thank you very much, Mike and John. I don't know about everyone else here. Barb, I didn't hear from you. Benjamin? A lot? Okay. Well, think about it. Just follow the smart money. Listen, I'll tell you a little bit about myself in the next few moments, but before I do that, let me explain how I do it. All right? For some of you who don't know me, my name is Fausto Pugliese. I'm founder and president of Cybertrade University. I started this company 30 years ago. I was one of the first people to start this trading school. And for me to be around this long, obviously I must be doing something right. So, over the years of doing it, the way I've learned how to trade is that I live here in New York. I was trained by some of the best traders in the world. And before I was an actual market maker, those traders that you see on the floor, I was actually somebody like a lot of you that are here, just a normal investor. You know what, let me go out there and try to do it myself. What do I need someone to teach me? Why I got to get a job and do it? Well, let me tell you something. I blew up 2 accounts, and I'm not embarrassed to say it, because it didn't matter what Fausto thought. It's what the street thought. And when I first took my first step into an actual trading room, I says, you know what? Enough's enough. What am I doing wrong? I realized that everything I was doing was the complete opposite than the way Wall Street trades. Because if you believe that institutions run the market, high frequencies run the market, dark pools, black boxes, all that stuff, guess what? That data is available for you, and that's what I'm going to show you. Okay, so I'm a regular guest at a lot of these shows. Actually, I was just on Traders Talk with at NASDAQ. NASDAQ has me come there and teaching their audience how to trade on their total view, which I'm going to show you, something called Level 3. You can also get my book at Amazon, How to Be Market Makers in Our Own Game. But I got better news. At the end of this presentation, instead of paying the $40, $50, I'll show you how to get it for free. So that's going to be a great bonus for you. All right. So let me stop talking about me. Let me start talking about you. Okay. The most important thing that you have to do is that you can't to trade consistently is not to trade backwards, which most people do. Everyone's always, I mean, imagine just driving and always looking at the rearview mirror. How many accidents would you get? You know, you don't look from the behind, you look forward when you drive. And that's what most of you are doing. You're doing the opposite. So how do we stop doing it and not being those traders that make those same mistakes? You basically have to stop reading a certain chart a certain way and just focus on the momentum. The momentum is focusing on the future. So instead of looking at the past, let's go look at the future and see what the future entails. 3 simple rules you're going to follow today, okay? I'm going to show you how to basically realize how easy it is to follow hedge funds, institutions, and market makers, which are traders. They're the ones that really control the market. So the first rule we need to learn is this. How do we find what we call a tradable stock? Something that is going to give us the least amount of risk with the high amount of reward. That's the first thing you got to know. Well, finding these stocks are not difficult at all. All we do is we go through our big percentage gainers and losers, okay? I'll give you an example today, all right? Look what's on the biggest percentage gainer. Did anybody see this stock, Sky, SKYX? Anybody see this stock? It went from $4 to $7. Here, let me show you this. Hold on. This is the trading room. I'm going to invite you all in. Look at the traders. All the traders are in the middle in my trading room are trading this stock. What's driving it? Why is it going higher? Okay. How did the stock go from 14 and people have sold it at 2 and now it ran back up. These are the things I'm going to show you. Okay, that's only one. What was the other one we traded that moved pretty well? BTTX, big pop in pre-market, $1.60 at $2. EDU, stock's been on a big run up. Stock went from 170, went all the way down to a price of $2. The stock in the last couple of weeks, things been 11. It's already at 29. How'd you know how to swing trade it? What's driving the stock going higher? Mara, okay, another stock, big run up. Stock was $80. The thing was dropped all the way down to 6. It's almost at 13. These are things I'm going to show you. But how do we find them? Is through the big percentage gainers and losers. See, I don't care what we trade. I am only here to make money. And when you find stocks like AERC and it goes from $5 to $15 in one day, believe me, you're not going to care about the Tesla options, the Amazons, the Facebooks. It's all about low risk, high reward. And not only that, but look how a stock goes from $4 to $15 to $24. So not only does it become a day trade, but how do you capitalize these and make them swing trades? That's what we need to look at, because it's all about following the money. And if you don't follow the money and you get greedy and cocky, yeah, obviously the stock came all the way down to 6. Well, did you see the people selling it? Did you see the people buying it? A lot of you are not doing that. So the whole idea is, how to day trade, not hold overnights, make them into a swing trade unless it's done into design. So, and this is what I mean by this. TBLT, top gainer. Stock goes from $5.50 up to $9. Listen, you made your day's pay. That's a big profit. Even if you made a fraction of that stock, let's say a quarter of it, 1,000 shares, stock moves 50 cents, $500, $100,000 year salary. Who doesn't want that job? What does TBLT do? Who the hell cares? I don't know, and I don't want to know. Okay? But by falling in love with these companies and saying, oh, I know this stock, my son works there, and I love this place. They do, and all of a sudden, and you're running the stock from $7 down to $2. How much you're loving your kid after that? It's not about, loving a company for what it is. It's about the opportunity to follow the high frequency trades. Let's get to rule number 3. Following the big money. This is the most exciting part of it. So this is where I really need you to pay attention. All right. I have a question for all of you here. There are 4 ways to view order flow, meaning to see where the market's going up and the market's going down. There's a level 1, a level 2, a level 3, and a level 4. Now, just out of curiosity, does anyone here have either one of those? Just give me, if you have 1, say 1. If you got 4, say 4. If you got 3, 2, just let me know. Let's see what all of you say. If you don't have any, give me a question mark. At least I know that you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, looks like a lot of people have 2. Okay, Sylvia, Ron, Cindy has no idea what I'm talking about. I'm glad. I'm happy you're being honest. Okay, so let me explain to you what they are. And now you're going to realize how blind you've been trading, because what you're going to see right here is going to be very, very disturbing. Because for all of you that have taken classes from other people, you're going to be like, wait a minute, why didn't someone tell me about this? Why am I the only one talking about it? Because the reason why, a lot of these people were not traders. Okay, so then you got to be really focused now. There are 4 levels to a way to view a price of a stock. Now remember, you got buyers and you got sellers. Your job is to know when the buyers are buying and when the sellers are selling. You got to have that game plan. Now, these are the levels of how to view those buyers and sellers. Level 1 is basically, you could get on your phone, you can get it on any platform. It's just basically telling you what the stock's trading at. I know it has a lot of cool stuff like P/E ratios, book values, daily range, average volume, 21, 12-week range. To me, that's window dressing. That doesn't tell me anything other than what is the stock trading this exact moment. Now, there was something called level 2 that came out. Now, some of you, like Ron, you said you have it. Jerry says has it. Sylvia. Basically, level 2 is something that's been outdated since the 90s, okay? And remember, both of these are free, which anything that's free is worthless, okay? That's the reason why things are free. Nobody gives free stuff, okay, unless there's a catch, right? So what you have right here is you got buyers and you got sellers. And you got 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. First column is giving you a full letter abbreviation of a brokerage firm or an exchange, like the New York Stock Exchange, the Philadelphia Exchange, the NASDAQ. The second column tells you the price that the stock is trading at that exchange. And the third column is telling you how many shares that are looking to be bought at that exchange. The problem with level 2 is it's only showing you the highest price someone wants to buy it and the lowest price somebody wants to sell it. It's not showing you all the orders out there. So what does that tell us? Nothing. It's garbage. Okay? So what do we need to trade? Now, I trade on something called NASDAQ level 3. Now, this, if anyone ever watched me on NASDAQ, you can watch our videos. You can actually see it, on our website, on YouTube. But basically, this is going to show you all the orders out there, okay? And I'll explain how it works. I'm assuming, which I should probably not do, but I'm assuming everyone here knows how to read a chart, okay? So what we got right here is we have a stock that started and go from around $25.30, and it came all the way down to a price of $22.80. And for some weird reason, it found a bottom and it decided to go up. And it goes from $22.80 all the way up to $24, which is a pretty substantial profit. It would be nice to know that it was going to stop at $22.80 and it was going to go all the way to $24. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be nice to make that? Well, you could figure that out. How do we figure that out? Everybody here trades on something called support and resistance. Now, support and resistance does not exist unless the buyers are there that make the support, and the resistance won't exist unless you have the sellers out there to make it resistant. And when you look over here on NASDAQ, you'll see what made the stock go up are buyers. And when you look over here on the buy side, you'll notice that we have buyers at every single penny. But what really stands out is this 45,000 share buyer at $22.85. Now you got to remember, 45,000 shares. We're not talking 200. We're not talking 400. We're not talking 10. We're talking 45,000. That is a lot of shares. When everyone else is showing, these small lots, there's someone out there making a very staple of a demand that he wants to buy it. So think about this for a second. What makes support levels? Buyers. You're seeing a substantial buyer. He's already there. He's ready to buy. And then you're wondering, oh, now I know why the stock went up, because a buyer went out there. Let me show you another example. Great. Can we do this on a live chart? I'm going to do better than that. I'm going to actually give you a week to see it live all day. I'm going to show you some live ones now. Just remember, I can't teach you how to trade an hour, okay? I need to show you those live in the market, but I'm glad you brought that up, all right? Now, right here. Yeah, that's a lot of money, right, Brad? 45,000 shares, over $1 million worth of stock. So I'm glad you're adding up. So it's a hell of a lot more probably than you and I would probably trade, right? So let's look at the sell side. we're looking at NEO. The stock goes from a price of 1450 over the course of the day, hits a resistance levels right around 1550, and it goes right back down to 1450. Now, how many times have you bought a stock and you're like, damn it, why didn't I sell it? Why did I get greedy? Why did it go down now? I thought Mr. Fibonacci told me it was going higher. What made it go down? There's only one thing that made it go down, is this 93,000 share seller at 1550. So think about this for a second. How do stocks go up and go down? Buyers and sellers. If you're looking when the stock's going to go down, but you should look where other sellers are. And when you look at the NASDAQ book viewer, you could see that, okay, where are the sellers, where the majority of the sellers are? Oh, look at that, right there at 1550. Now, my question to you, fellow traders, did you need an indicator to tell you that? Did you need a Fibonacci, a MACD? Did you need any of that stuff? I didn't think so. Okay. So being a good trader is having a game plan. And the game plan is knowing the 3 rules I just taught you. Finding the stocks to trade, which is obviously, that's pretty easy. It's in a big percentage gainers. 2, making sure you don't mix and match with your swing trading, your day trading. And 3 is just following the money. That's basically what it comes down to it. Dan has a question. Can you get this level 3 for futures? Dan, no. You can't get level 3, but you can get level 4, which I didn't talk about. So yes, you can. Okay. Let's go over a couple more examples. Looking at a stock SQ. All right. Now, you see how the stock is falling. Okay. Now, you ever own a stock, you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Am I going to hold on? When am I going to get out? Should I sell it now? What do we need for this stock to go up? Let's see how all of you guys can answer this question. What do we need? What's going to stop this stock from going lower? Brad, you're correct. Everyone, listen, if you don't know the answer, you should not be trading. I'm speaking, listen, don't take this the wrong way, because sometimes I might get in your face a little bit because I just care. You know what I mean? I'm not the type of person out there that's going to be, don't worry, we'll get them next time. You got money on the line. You're losing. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. What do you need? What do you need to make the stock go up? Don't be scared. Exactly, everybody. Thank you, Trader Zillman, Terrell, Charles. You need buyers. Where are you seeing a buyer on a chart? Who are you going to call? Were you going to watch it on TV? You're going to listen to some analyst? You need to know where all the buyers on the street are. You need to know where Wall Street is, not Main Street. So what do? You got to follow the orders. That's all you have to do, is follow the money. So let's go to NASDAQ. Let's go right to the exchange. This ain't the Fausto-Nachi indicator. This is not the scanner, the Cybertrain University scanner. This is the famous chat room. Let's just go right to the floor of the NASDAQ exchange, because this information is available to you. I don't know if you guys know that. I think that's the other thing that really blows people's mind. You don't realize it, but you're on the same playing field as everybody else on Wall Street. So we're out there looking at it, and guess what? All right. It looks like I'm going to probably, the next significant buyer is right around $79. How do I know that? Because there's 77,000 where everyone's looking to buy 200, 300. I mean, it's almost like obvious. You know what I mean? It's like, hello, like, all right, that's a lot of shares. Guess what? It hit 77 and it went right back to 82. Do you ever feel sometimes that every time you buy a stock, or maybe sometimes, as soon as you buy it, it goes down, and then you sell the stock, and as soon as you sold it, you held it since 84, you got out at 77, you're like, damn, the thing goes back to 82, and it's I can't get anything right. What's going on here? You know what the problem is? They're not watching you. Your problem is you are not watching them. That's what trading's about. Now listen, When I was first introduced this over 30 years ago, when I took a job as a market maker, you know what the first thing I said? I'm like, first of all, I look at this, I'm like, it can't be that easy. And then my mentor, Frank Fry, goes, oh, yeah, no, it is. He goes, nah, like, you could actually see these orders? They're like, yeah. They're like, then why is nobody doing it? Because when I started, you had to pay $1,000 a month and you had to get licensed to do this. Okay? Now, trying to tell a 22-year-old to come up with $1,000 a month to get this data, you're like, you know what? Hey, you want the job? You want to make the six figures? We think things are free in this world? No, you got to pay. You think NASDAQ is going to build this technology and just let everybody have access to it? Okay. So that kind of eliminated about 95% of the people for the job. So I was one of the 5%. I says, you know what? I like this job. My friends make a lot of money. I see what's involved. I'm in. Okay. This is the deal. It doesn't cost $1,000 anymore. Okay. You know what's going to cost you? Almost a cup of coffee to actually get this data now. Literally almost a cup of coffee. So why would you not want to buy it? And this is from NASDAQ, not from me or anyone else. Till today, I still can't figure it out. And listen, do you traders like trading? Do you guys like doing this? Do you like trading? I mean, personally, I think you do, because you wouldn't be here if you didn't, right? Okay. So why not do it right? Dan says, I love it. Brad says, yes. Yes, Yashis, we're going to be able to scan for him. Okay. So the thing is this, you just got to know how to play the game. It's all it is. It's a video game. You know what I mean? And it pays you money to do it. That's why everyone loves doing it. The only reason why people fail, because obviously, you know, there's a lot more that I'm showing you in a PowerPoint when you see the real markets moving. Is greed. You know, people get they get greedy. They don't have really good discipline. You know, money management, like anything else. You know. So anyway, let's go to Carvana. There's a stock that we were trading a couple of days ago. It was actually doing pretty well. Stock, you could see it right here, just basically just took off, and you know, it was up about 16%. And you could see it's here on the big percentage gainers, you know, on the New York Stock Exchange is the biggest percentage gainer on the New York. Now, when you're trading a stock and you're making money on it, what is the game plan? You got to know when to get out, right? You got to know when to sell. Because if you don't know where to sell, you're going to lose your profit. And when you look at the chart, you could see, oh, look, the stock went up. It hit a price of right around 27, 26.88 to be exact. Came back down, got close to 27, came back down to 26. I mean, who wants to deal with that aggravation or that stress? Well, if you knew that you had, you know, an 8,000 share seller out there, which some of you might even think like, that doesn't sound like a lot, right? Well, when people are showing one share, 186 shares, that is a lot, actually, okay? It's probably over, you know, 50, 100 times more than norm. So, yeah, I mean, like, that's what it comes down to it. You know, it comes down to it. I mean, it's still over a few $100,000 worth of stock. These are what we call iceberg orders, okay? And it's these iceberg orders. The reason why I call them iceberg orders is not what's on top of the water, it's what's on the bottom of the water, okay? You got to have the right radar because it didn't work too well for the Titanic. But you need to know how to follow these orders to kind of have that game plan. And by having that game plan, you'll be able to utilize it even on your swing trades. Because I got people out here that are like, oh, I want to swing trade, you know, I don't have time to day trade. No, you could even use this towards your swing trades. We swing trade all the time, okay? Listen, you saw the vaccine stocks, Moderna, NVAX, you know, Pfizer. You saw these things go from like, $20 to 500. You know what I mean? Like, but what was happening is like, and then now we got the monkeypox stocks. Heard about monkeypox? I mean, look at this stock, Sega. Thing took off, went from like $7 to 14. You know what I mean? Now we're having a whole issue on this. You just got to know where the orders are. And by seeing those orders, you could see, like Sega, the stock had a big buyer out here, and all of a sudden the buyer got executed because the stock goes down. Like some people here tell me, they're like, yeah, how do we know they're real orders? Oh, they're real, all right. If you don't believe it, I'll go find one for you, and we'll use your one. You tell me how real they are if you don't get executed, okay? Secondly, we also know that stocks break support and resistance levels all the time. Well, did you ever think someone would execute that person? That's what happens. And sometimes, those buyers out there will run the stock up too. And it just gives you a gauge of those support and resistance levels, not only on a day trade, but look, even on a swing trade on Sega. You know what I mean? So we saw it over the course of the day, and we saw it trickled into a swing trade. I'm going to go talk about something even better. Has any of you ever heard of something called level 4? Level 4 is another big runner-up. Let's talk about level 4. So we're going to implement a little charting into it. So what we will focus on was this. Okay, we were looking over here. We were just looking at orders. And I know sometimes some of you like, those numbers, they move pretty quickly. I'm not the fastest like I used to. Is there any way you could take that and put it on a chart? And the answer is yes, we do. So we could see not only the order, but how long he's been out here for, and if that order gets executed. So let me show you what I mean. All right. We're looking at a stock. What is this stock right here? This is Carnival Cruise Line. That's right, CCL. All right. So Carnival, you could see how the stock came all the way down. And you notice these orders started popping up over here. You see these red lines from here? Started right around, starting the day before. I mean, this goes into even the following day. So you could see how it could become a swing trade. Talking over 300,000 shares are going to be bought of this stock, right around 860 to 870. I mean, we watched the stock go from $9.60, came all the way down to ran $1, and not only that, even when the day was over, they were still out there buying it. And look what happened. By seeing that buyer out there, stock went from 860 up to almost 890. Might not sound a lot like you, but if you make 30 cents on 1,000 shares, that's $300. 300 over the course of the year is roughly about a $70,000 salary. Where are you making that? We're right now in a recession, for crying out loud. We're in a recession. People are like, where can I make something at the luxury of my home and do this? Doesn't work that way. That's right. Brad's pretty good with his numbers. He's probably got a calculator right there. 300,000, about $2.6 million worth of stock. Now, could anyone read this? Look at this thing. MACD, stochastics, Bollinger Bands. Anybody can read this stuff? Dan, to answer your question, Dan has a question. Do any of these orders bypass this chart like orders split between clearing houses? Well, the difference between level 3 and level 4 is level 3, you're only seeing one exchange, like you're only seeing NASDAQ. On level 4, it aggregates all the exchanges. So you can get the New York Stock Exchange, you get the NASDAQ, because something might not be on NASDAQ, but there might be a big seller in New York. So level 4 gives you more data from all the exchanges, okay? So you might not see it on one exchange, but it might be on the other. And not only that, but we have it on a chart. But getting back to these indicators, yeah, Yuck is right, Brad? I mean, look at this stuff. It's like a big mess. But people, like, you know what? I see people talk about this stuff, and they're pretty smart, and they're always freaking right. Always right. Problem is a lagger. Of course they're going to be right. It doesn't tell you the future. Tells you what happened in the past. Because by the time these things cross, it's usually too late. Like, look at this one? Do you see a 40,000 share seller out there at 2040? Did you need an indicator to tell you that? Because look what happened. The stock goes from $19 up to $20.40. Look what it did. Came right back down to 19. Why did it go down? Not because of Mr. Fibonacci told you, not because of Mr. Bollinger Band told you. It's because of this big iceberg order showed up. And if you knew when he showed up, look what happened. The thing came crashing down. Look at the indicator. I mean, it looks like a mess, a complete disaster. You really want to go out there and learn this crap? Come on. This didn't even existed when we traded. Do you know who invented indicators? Mathematicians. Who do you want to learn from? A mathematician or you want to learn from a trader? That's the difference. Now, getting back to this one right here, level 4 can be used towards swing trading. Absolutely. How does it work? Look at this example right here. We're looking at a stock with 155,000 share buyer, okay? And this guy's been out there, this trader's been out there all day. And by the way, this is not just one trade, it can be multiple trades. Did anyone see what happened with Shop? Let me bring it up over here. I had it right here somewhere, my level 2. Okay, this is Shopify, okay? So Shopify had this big buy right here, right around $30. And you could see, here's an intraday chart, right? I think it's on, okay, it's not on there. I'll bring it up over here, a little bit easier. Okay, so Shopify, if you look right here, Shopify was a $180 stock, okay? And you can see how the stock came all the way down and it stopped right around $30. And let me zoom over here so kind of help you out right here so you can see what I'm talking about on a swing trade, okay? So do you notice as I'm zooming in, you see this big demand right here? Huge demand right here. See this? Right around this price. And then you could see there's this big resistance level right around here, 40. So it looks like the stock is literally trading, you know, basically 10 points up, 10 points down, 10 points up, 10 points down, 10 points up, 10 points down, 5 points up, 5 points down, 10 points up, 10 points down. It's like you could have traded in and out over the course of since May until now, May, June, July, look, 3 months. You could have get in and out of that trade in Shopify. Why did the stock go up right here at 30? And why did it stop at 40? Well, very simple. I'll bring it right here. I don't know if the seller's still out there anymore, but let's go check. Let's go here on level 4. Let's bring up Shop. Okay, as I'm loading up that data. There he is. Okay. So you could see right here, you see this line right here? See how a little bit light it is? There's a right at 30, okay? And look right here where the resistance level. It's actually 37. There's a 100,000 share seller out there. There's no one really out there. There's a little bit at 40, a little bit more at 38, but there's a really big one at 37, okay? So when you look at this, actually right here, he must have left, but there was a 155,000 share buyer right there at 30. So it looks like, you know, maybe the guy pulled his order and he wants to pay more for it. But some of you have to realize, can you use this towards swing trading? Absolutely, you can use it towards swing trading. Okay, give you that game plan, give you that confirmation to have that to know where to get in, where to get out, knowing that limit. So as much as you might think like, oh, this is going to be the chance the stock to break out. Oh, look at that, they're talking about it. Great news came out. Yeah, great. You know what? You can hear all that noise as much as you want, but until that guy out there gets out of it, it's not going anywhere. All right. So Holding overnight positions can be risky. All right. So you got to remember, is day trading risky? Swing trade, everything is risky. You drink and drive, for crying out loud, it's risky. Okay. It's all about having control. And it's also, because some people says, oh, I tried day trading, I didn't understand it. Well, first thing I always ask everybody is, who really trained you? Joe, who really trained you? Brian, Joanna, I mean, who really trained you? Right? And not only that, but you can't mix and match. It has to be done into design. This is why 90% of traders fail, because they go out there, they want to try it, and they says, let me try it. If I'm good at it, then I'll learn how to do it. Okay, you know what? That's like, going out there and say, I want to learn I'm going to start losing weight. You want to know how to lose weight? Go hire a personal trainer and a nutritionist, okay, after you do the 17 diet. Oh, but that costs money. Oh, yeah. Well, listen, what's more important to you? Because it's obviously not working. So this is why, I love doing what I do, because I've changed people's lives to make them realize and not have that negativity in them, to kind of realize, if you just learn from people who do it every day and learn from the people that live and breathe this stuff on Wall Street, then you'll know how to play the game, and then maybe you'll learn how to make better and smarter trading decisions. Listen, a lot of you here are on Social Security or starting to trade your own pension, okay? People living longer. You know what? You can't live off the money that you saved. You got to build on it. You worked your whole life, but you can go through that money like that. Couple of trips, couple of bad investments, expensive dinners. I don't know, anything could happen. Pay for kids' colleges. It goes. You got to build on it. And that's how you learn how to become very successful at it. So what I'm looking to do is I want to introduce all of you to come and see what it's like to trade the real markets, how to day trade and how to swing trade properly. Okay. And I want to invite you and bring you into my trading room and show you what I'm talking about. Remember that stock I showed you earlier? Sega? You were talking about it? Look at this stock. Stock started this morning at $17. Look at it. It's still going up. It's still going higher. Let me see. Do I have a level 4 on it? Let me show you what it looks like in the real markets, because one of you asked me this question. Look what's happening here. Why does it keep going up? There's sellers out there, but people are buying it from them. And when you got sellers and people are buying it from those big block orders, what does that mean? Someone's like, oh, you want to sell it? No problem. I'll buy it. Oh, you want to sell it at 21? What you got? 10,000? No problem. I'll take it, buddy. Oh, you got 50,000? No problem. Who are these people? Who cares? It's all about following the money, because at the end of the day, if you got in at 19 and you sold it at 20 and you had 1,000 shares of it and you made $1,000 and you made your $250,000, does it really care what the stock does and who's bidding it up? Doesn't matter. Or if you found out the stock was doing pretty well and started moving up and you did a swing trade at 15 and now you're at 21 and the thing still look like it's going, do you really care? Oh, I don't believe in this company. It's a short squeeze. Who cares? It's all about just following the orders. So this is what I'm looking to do. I want to show you this stuff live for one whole week. I want to show you how we day trade and how we swing trade. I want to show you why Cyber Trading University has a 5-star rating on Google, why we have been endorsed by every brokerage firm, why we have an A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau, okay? You'll never see that with any school in the industry. That is almost unprecedented to even have that kind of a record, other than we must be doing something right. So if you're tired of doing things wrong or listen to other people telling you doing it, showing you the past, well, now maybe it's time to focus on the future. So what we do here at Cyber Trading University is this. We do a live audio broadcast. We start trading around 7:45 in the morning. We do a lot of pre-market trading. We do audio commentary from 9 a.m. to 10:30 in the morning. And then we come back in the afternoon and we do live audio commentary for the last hour from 2:30 to 4. So depending on where you are in this world, if you can't make the morning, you can't make at least you make the afternoon. If you can't make the afternoon, you come in the morning. If you want to trade in the middle of the day, you trade in the middle of the day. But that's usually where the market is most volatile. And then we have lots of workshops we do over the course of the week. We're going to give you access to those. We're going to show you how we interact with our traders. And you know what we focus on more than anything? We don't really focus on winners. Like I'm not a big bragger. Like, I hate people that talk and brag. I mean, it's like an egotistical thing. Hey, I make more money than you. You know what I focus on? You know what? Maybe when I was 25, 30. You know, I'm 50 years old. I don't need that anymore. I like to teach my traders how to stop losing money. That's everybody's biggest problem. Everyone focuses about the winners. Nobody talks about the losers, okay? But with all that you're going to get with this week, we're also going to give you access to our alert service. You could access through your app. So you can access the trading room because some of you say, well, I work all day. No problem. Don't worry about it. You don't have to be there. You could access your phone. I even had people tell me, hey, Fausto, my company made me go back to work. I can't access it on my computer. No problem. They didn't block your phone, did they? You know what I mean? At least you have access to it. Now, this is the deal. All I'm asking for is $9. That's it. $9. And that will give you 1 week access to my trading room. And I will show you these stocks that'll go up 30, 50, 100%, 200%, some in the day, some of it over the course of the week, maybe over a month, okay? And I'll even show you, more importantly, stocks that if you didn't get out of them, how they dropped 20, 30, 50%, and it could have saved your ass, okay? But I need to show you live. And it's not only me. I want to introduce you to my other instructors and the hundreds of traders in our trading room. And it's all for a lousy, stinking $9. Now, some people look at it, wait a minute, that sounds too damn cheap. Why only $9? Well, basically, the $9 is basically, as a, how can I say it? Lets me know if you're a real person or not. You know, people are like, well, why don't you do it for free? Because I don't want free people in my room. I don't know who you are, where you came from. You know, you could be a competitor, but if you got $9 and you got some skin in the game, I think you'll take it a little bit more seriously. And this is the deal. If you're not happy, I'll give you $9 back at the end of the week. Okay? What I'm really looking for is I'm looking for traders I could teach how to trade that want a part-time job and that can contribute to the room and that can get it. So if you believe that there are Iceberg Orders out there, or you want to say, you know what, I don't believe you, I want to see it, then do it. Let me see what you have over here. A couple of people have a question. Okay, thank you very much for that question, Joanna. We're actually posting in the link. Thank you very much for that. She's telling you right here, I think any of these registrants have any questions about this, they should register for the week with you and your staff. I did it. Was an eye-opening and well worth the $9 to trade with professionals who really taught you what to look for with those Iceberg Orders. I think you're all the real deal. Thank you very much, Joanna, and I appreciate that. And you know what? I'm glad I was able to change your life for the better to see something like that, because there are a lot of people out there that are learning from the wrong people, and then they get disgusted. And you know what? I can't, answer for people like that, but I can help, move you forward. Now, these are all the things that you're going to be getting with it. This is the things you're going to get. You're going to get the 3 live work pro shops. We're going to give you, that's over a $600 value. You're going to be able to access it all on your portal page. We're going to teach you time and sales, entries and exits. We're also going to give you hundreds of hours of Traders Talk video, which I know I'd be shocked if you guys could watch them all, but you know what? It's there, and not only that, but I'm also going to give you access to my book. So instead of going out there and buying it, I'll give it to you for free for $9. Okay. A lot of people, it's a great read. It's a fast read. Okay. It's not one of these books that just show you pictures and confuse you all day, but it teaches you the basics. It's a great book. And as a bonus, this is what I'm also going to throw in there. If you register, the first 20 people that register, I will personally get on the phone and give you a coaching class. Now, for some of you here, like, When's the last time anyone that you took, I had people that took classes and said, hey, I spent $10,000 with somebody and I never even spoken to the owner, more or less for $9? Listen, my goal is this. I need to know if you're qualified to trade. Some of you aren't. Let me tell you, let me be honest with you. And you know what? When you go into the trading room, you're going to get it or you're not. Listen, they're trading a stock right now. Let me show you. Here's the stock they're trading, TBLT. Look at the traders jumping in. Look at our instructors, how they're telling them where the support and resistance levels are. This stock literally just ran, you could see it in the last hour from $5.75 to $6.25. What is that, a 50-cent run on 1,000 shares? That's $500, $100,000 salary. Who doesn't want that job? Okay? But we're going to hand feed you and walk you through why they're going up, why they're going down. So when you go out there and trade, you know how to actually think for yourself. And like I told you, if you're not happy with it, I'll give you money back. So just a couple of shout outs really quick. I see a bunch of you just already registered already. Just want to do some shout outs. Patrick, I just got your registration. Welcome aboard. Joanna, I got your registration. Welcome aboard. Okay. Now listen, when you fill out that registration, it's very important that there's a questionnaire that comes along with it. Let us know. Did you ever take any training before? Do you have a brokerage account? How much money are you trading with? So you want to make sure that because some people go in there like, oh, I never knew I could trade a stock that would move. That would be a $5 stock. I thought you had to trade the Amazons and the Facebooks and the Apples all the time. There are 25,000 stocks out there. There's so much to choose from. You just need someone to guide you where to look and how to follow those orders. Fausto, I'll see you in Atlantic Beach. I'm very interested. Would make sense to do week prior. Dan, you know what? No, you know what, Dan? I would actually do it now. If you're gonna be meeting me at the on-site in Florida, Dan, is that what you're saying? I would do it now. Just get in there, and you know what? At least you'll get a feel of what the style is. So when you come in there, you could ask me some questions face to face. We can be better. That'll be awesome. All right. Let me see. I got a couple of people just registering right now. Let's bring this over here. See what I got here. Just a couple of shout outs. Who do I got here just registered? Tom Dang, I just got your registration. Who else we got here? Jerry got your registration. So guys, it's $9. I paid $1,000 just for the damn software when I was 22 years old. Okay, you can go to NASDAQ, you could pay 15, but now you could pay 9. What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Other than finding out that trading is not for you. But imagine if it is for you. Think about it. How much did you learn and kind of open up your eyes to realize everybody you talk about the same crap? Oh, this is how I use candlesticks. And this guy says, oh, I use candlesticks this way. And the other one says, I use candlesticks that way. Screw the damn candlesticks. I only use candlesticks for birthdays, cakes. How about going out there just following the orders? Don't you want to know why Goldman Sachs is the most powerful brokerage firm in the world? Why that 70% of their revenue comes from their trading department? Do you even know that? This is what they're doing. How do I know it? Some of these traders are the biggest traders live in my own town. Okay, so I see them all the time. Believe me, you're not going to beat them, but you could join them. So go out there, take the $9, try it out. You don't have to start immediately. You could push it off a week or whatever it is, but just reserve your seat so at least you have some skin in the game. Now, listen, like I told you before, we take this very seriously. You just can't get access to the room. You'll talk to our education advisors. They're going to walk you through. They're going to show you what you're going to be seeing. You got to book an appointment with them. We take it very seriously. We don't want you to come in here and be like, I don't understand what's going on. Why are you trading TLBT? Who's running it up? We have it down to a science, and that's what makes things easier. A couple other people I just want to thank you. Frank Malak has got your registration. Natick Manson just got your registration. Welcome aboard. We're almost out of 20. It looks like there's more and more people registering right now. So anyway, I can't answer everybody's question here, as in, doing a coaching with you. But if you can't get it with me, at least you'll be able to talk to somebody. Where's your absolute the knowledge of trading? And I can't start this for about 2 weeks instead of right now. Listen, Marlene, you don't have to start right now. If you want to start in 2 weeks, you start in 2 weeks, okay? If you want to start next week, you can. Whatever's in your schedule, just lock in so you know that whenever you're ready, just, you have it. Because I don't know how long we're going to run this promotion for. You know what I mean? Listen, everybody wants to try it, but you got to, like I said, it's not for everybody. And the less you know, the better it is. The hardest thing to teach people is got bad habits. They're like, because what happens, they're like, oh, but I was taught this way. And, listen, if you've been doing something more than 30 to 60 days and you're not making money, you're pretty much wasting your time. That's where it comes down to it. Any other questions? Yes, you will have access when you do your walkthrough. Bill, when you do your walkthrough, you're going to talk to one of our education advisors. He'll book your appointment with me, and you'll get into the trading room for a couple of days. And by that time, you'll have a better understanding what we're doing. And then when we talk on the phone, we'll make an assumption of what your strategy is, and if this is something that you should move forward or not. Great question. What does it cost after $9? Listen, we will not charge you anything, okay? If you don't want to continue, we're not like some other companies. We're going to scam you and hit you with a $149 or $200 fee. We don't play that game, okay? First of all, I don't even know how to even do that, right? If you don't want to continue with our program, you don't have to. You understand? The only thing it's going to cost you right now is $9. And at the end of the week, it's only going to be $9. And at the end of the week, you don't like it, you're going to get your $9 back. Okay? Frank's a friend says that happens all the time. I know that. And I think that's where people get a little skeptical. They're like, there's got to be a catch. No, there's no catch. You know what a catch is? Go look up somebody on the Better Business Bureau. That's a catch. You'll see the facts on it. Go look on why some people don't even have a Google review. Why would no one have a Google review? You know why? They took it down because they got too many complaints. Okay? For somebody for doing it for 30 years and being endorsed by every brokerage firm, and that's another big thing. Anyone here ever took training? Why don't you go out there and find out what brokerage firms endorse them? Where we have Ninja Trader, Thinkorswim, TradeStation, Schwab, all these brokerage firms. We've done education for all of them. We're being endorsed by all of them. Because let me tell you, these brokerage firms, if you know what you're doing, you'll be a client theirs forever. They don't want you to blow up your accounts in 2 weeks. A couple other thank yous. I see Tim Walker just got your registration. Welcome aboard. Daniel just got your registration. Welcome aboard. Just got your registration for that. Any other questions? Will this method work for options? Jeffrey, great question. And my question to you is this: what makes an option move? It's the movement of the stock, right? How are you even going to know what option to trade if you don't even know what the stock is doing? You understand? And when you're dealing with options, it's actually 10 times harder than just to trade the stock. Now, options has great stories behind it, the leverage, this and that, but sometimes you don't have to trade the option and get into all that risk. You could just trade the stock and it could just be easier. So can you use this style? Absolutely you can. It will even make you make smarter and better trading decisions because you're going to be like, holy crap, this stock looks like a good option. It's got great options. I'm going to do an option on it. But you got to know how to play. You got to be a good stock trader first. Okay. Louis Matchich got your registration. Just want to listen. Don't believe me. Look, they're right here. These are all the orders. Look, everyone's registering. Congratulations. These are all your traders out there, just to show you that they're registering. We're almost out of top 20. A couple other questions coming here. I'm making money, but not as much as you do. Listen, if you're making money, that's a good thing. But the question is, great traders never stop learning. So I do training all the time, and I know some really big traders that do very well. And you know what? This is only a supplement that can help you become better. All right. Marty, thanks for the response. So you're saying sign up now and then start my week later, like in 3 weeks, right? Yes. Yes. Sign up now. And when you talk to education advisor and you get the email, tell you want to start in 3 weeks. Absolutely. Joe Fausta, do you help out in setting up TradeStation Ninja property trading? Yes, we do, Joe. Absolutely. That's why a lot of people like us too, is that these platforms are confusing. Actually, 90% of what they give you is window dressing. You don't even need it. So part of our training is we do get you the setups. We'll give you the what's that word I'm looking for? The file. So we could come up automatically. And we also will, our instructors, when we do coaching classes, our one-on-ones, will help you make sure you know what windows do what you need. Because these brokerage firms, you're just another number to them. They're not going to, and you're on a hold for 30 minutes or an hour, and then they get some 18-year-old kid that doesn't know what he's talking about. You know what I mean? And then they hang up the phone on you. You know what I'm talking about. You get what you pay for. Basically, it comes down to it. No, the book that you're going to get is going to be electronic. So we're not going to mail it to you. No. No postage, no nothing. You're going to get the ebook version of it. You're going to get the PDF version of it. Marlene, you're more than welcome. Mike, the best deal, as much information, Fausta's instructors is priceless. Mike Allen, thank you very much for sharing that. And just love to kind of share his comments right into there. Appreciate that. Listen, you know what? Like I said, Mike, and everybody else here, there's a lot of people out there that you don't know who to trust. And maybe some of you got ripped off before and whatever. And, like I said, please, the way I look at it, if it wasn't for them to do what they do, you probably would never have found us in the first place. If it worked, it would work great. We all know we need help. Listen, there are good doctors out there. There's some really bad ones. There's some good hospitals. There's really bad hospitals. Just because you experience a bad hospital means you're never going to go to a hospital again, right? But don't think you're going to go out there and diagnose your own, do your own surgery. Trading, as ridiculous as that might sound, trading is no different. Listen, I said this before, trading's not for everybody. But at least if you surround yourself with people that are very good at it, at least you know if it's for you or not. And I think it is, I think it is. A couple other people I'd like to thank that just registered, just got your registration. Ash Cashman got your registration. Mary Lowe just got your registration. You just see him right here. This guy just registered right here. Just got your registration. Tackle Direct, that's my fishing. Don't need that. And we don't care about Bethpage. All right. So you can see everyone's registering. Good. $9. That's all it is. $9. It's an expensive cup of coffee at Starbucks, okay, with 3 shots of espresso in it. Oh, listen, and you get your money back guaranteed. And you know what? You don't got to be there all week. You could be there for 1 day. It's more than enough to kind of show if we're full of crap or not. But we put our money where our mouth is. Who else we got here registered? I'm sorry, I'm going to probably mangle this, Galito, is that your name? Melly just got your registration. People mangle my name Fausto, but what is what it is. That's funny. I'm drinking 3 shots of yourself. Well, you know what? Take that money and put it here, and we'll go from there. All right. Any other questions? Listen, I'm going to teach you. You're going to learn how to follow iceberg orders. You're going to learn how to find stocks. You're going to learn how to pre-market trade. You're going to see people just like you. And let me tell you, it's never too late to learn. People listen, every day is a new adventure. Every single day. And you know what? You're going to probably miss 99% of the trades, but there are so many of them out there every day that next day, all it's going to do is make you that much more excited to say, you know what? Wow, this stock went up this much. This stock went up that much. Is this it? And then you come back tomorrow and like, oh my God, there's another new bunch of stocks that made big run-ups. So they're there every day. Winning rate. You know what my winning rate is? Register in the trading room and you'll see the winning rate. Okay? That's basically the winning rate. So everyone's like, oh, what is your, could I see your P&L? You know what? You could see my P&L when you come in my trading room, pay the $9. Okay? You'll see it live. Because you know what? I remember I was doing I do a lot of presentations, and they're not around anymore. Okay, this company, and I remember looking on the PowerPoint, and the guy was showing his P&L, and he was showing like these ridiculous numbers. He was doing great. And, he had a couple of losers. He's got to throw a couple in there. It all turned out that it was all fake. Anyone could put up a PowerPoint with fake, numbers. And and I know, like, well, you can't do that because the FTC will take you down. Well, guess what? He didn't care. He made so much money that by the time he got in trouble, he's like, okay, here's a fine. But meanwhile, everybody here got screwed. And you know what? People like that make us look bad. So I'm the type of person like, I want to show you anything. When you come to my trading room, don't judge what you see from me. See what everyone else does. Because your goal is you got to see that, can I teach you how to do it? That's where it comes down to it. Yeah, exactly, Joanne. Madoff showed his P&L. How'd that work out for him, right? Guy made what, 50, 60 billion dollars, right? How did that work? The most powerful trader in the world. And he was working out of a little office and he was printing up fake. And you know what he got caught? You know how he got caught, Joanne? He got caught because he got a margin call. And they thought it was like weird. They're like, wait a minute, why do you get a margin call? And then what happens, he got what's called a red call. These are things that we teach you. And then what happens, starts selling off his stocks. And it all started when the market had a little bit of correction where he got screwed. Dustin Helen, we just got your registration. Welcome aboard. Harry Waters, just got your registration. Welcome aboard. Yeah, he got a margin call. Who else we got here? Gene, we just got your registration. Welcome aboard. There you are. Harry Waters got your registration. Dustin Hall got your registration. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much. He also couldn't prove he had the audit in the trial. Of course he couldn't do that, Joanna. But you know what? It's, what's really the lesson to be learned there is that there's a lot of money to be made in the market. Okay. And there's a reason why, he's a complete crook and thief. And he destroyed people's lives. And that's a whole story in itself. But my point is, there's a lot of, there's good things that come out of it, So it is a positive, it was a negative as a positive, right? So my thing is, I learn from my mistakes. I teach my traders that, you know what, when you lose in a position, you make a dumb mistake like that, don't worry about it. Stock market's not going out of business. You fix it. You don't make that same mistake because like we go over our journals with our traders. We do one-on-one coaching with our traders. You know what I mean? And you got to trust the people you work around and you got to have that customer service, not someone that hides behind an email, A couple more people just registered. I just see you coming in right here. Sylvia just got your registration. Sony Rocco just got your registration. Joanne, did you register? I see you chatting away. I don't know if you registered yet. I see you're the other one that's been asking a lot of questions there. Yeah, that's right. It's right. When you see her people, JB, when people show percentage gainers raise year after year after year, they're red flags. You know what I mean? They're all red flags. You see, like I told you before, a lot of people like to talk about the winners. Nobody likes to talk about losers, right? I talk 70, 80% of my trades. I like to talk about losers because it teaches you not to make that dumb mistake because it's the losers that put you out of business, right? So wouldn't you like to know, like I say, losing is a good thing because you know why you lost. You won't make that same mistake again. And that's where it comes into. I thought I had a 5-day class was fantastic, and so it's worth it getting on board with it. Oh, there you go, Joanna. Thank you very much. We share with everybody what you just said. That's a great comment. Thank you very much, Joanne. All right. Are we done? I think we're done. I think we got everyone here registered. Now, listen, there are some people that did not register here, and that's okay. I don't take offense of it. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe, you want to do your homework. Maybe you want to see what's going on. I get it. But listen, you should do your homework. I don't think $9 is going to hurt you or break you, put you out of business. But it's a good way to get some skin in the game. But if you want to trade, I'm just telling everyone right now, for your own self-good, you better go out there and learn from somebody. Because if you think you're going to go out there and try it, you're going to be part of the 99% of the failure rate in this industry. It's a great job. You're going to be trading regardless. Some of you have a pension. Some of you're not going to give to somebody trade your money for you. And you know what? It's a lot of fun. And you know what's actually pretty healthy for you. Great brain exercises, keeping numbers for us older people out there. There's nothing out there better than that. But go out there and learn from someone. But don't go out there and try to do it on your own. You got to learn before you could earn. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening. And like I said, hopefully you learned a lot. This is being recorded. You can go back and review it again if you want to. But don't worry, if you signed up, there's a hell of a lot more videos you're going to be enjoying better. So let's go out there and learn before you can learn. I already registered earlier, but I wasn't ready at this time, Charles. That's okay, Charles. I got it. Just whenever you're ready to start, let us know. All right. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. And we'll see you all in the trading room. And be safe. Enjoy the rest of your summer.